Welcome to the Professional Communication video series. This is video number 5, Informative Oral Presentations. Giving an effective oral presentation is possible even for those who fear public speaking. With proper training, you can give an effective oral presentation even if you're terrified of public speaking, as you understand your fear and learn to control it. And then follow a simple step-by-step how to approach for presenting an oral presentation. Most people can relate to having a fear of public speaking. In fact, anxiety and stage fright is as common among business professionals as it is for the general population. So we're all in the same boat. I want you to understand that if you can accept a certain amount of anxiety as normal and healthy, you will find that it can motivate you to not only prepare more adequately, but also to give you that adrenaline rush that you need to appear more energetic and enthusiastic while you're giving your presentation. I have an acrostic for the word fear that I like to think of. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Anytime you give a presentation, always, it is never as bad after you're finished as you felt before. So, remember, fear is false evidence appearing real. Now you may be saying, but I didn't ask for this job. No one told me, or this wasn't in my job description. Well, understand something. You will be asked to speak from your expertise in a particular area because you have been successful and you've been able to obtain a certain position. And so you will be asked to exemplify your leadership ability by helping to communicate and accomplish a certain task. Next, you may say, well, what do I say and how do I say it? The first thing you need to think about is a general goal. What needs to be accomplished, and then you need to write that down. Maybe you need to inform a group of coworkers of new procedures in your department. Or perhaps you need to persuade them to take a new course of action. Or maybe your job will be to entertain your audience. Whatever the assignment, you need to decide what needs to be accomplished and write it down. Next, you need a specific goal. What is the outcome that you are seeking? From all of this, you'll be able to develop a thesis statement, and that will summarize your message into one sentence. Next, you'll need to organize the body of your presentation, and there are two important ways to do that, two very effective ways. Number one, by brainstorming, and two, by researching your ideas. And from the brainstorming and researching, you'll be able to list out points and steps that you will need to present in your presentation. Next, you'll be able to identify your main points and your subpoints from that list of brainstorming ideas and from the research that you have done. Your next step will enable you to your next step will help you to develop an organizational pattern, and this will help you to develop your thesis and help you to accomplish your goal. You can view these organizational patterns in the next training video with examples and more in-depth explanation to help you decide which organizational patterns will fit your presentation best. Next, I want to talk about some do's and don'ts. You need to get everything set up and ready before you speak. Make sure that the room is set up like you want it, that the chairs are ready, that the podium is in the position that you want it to be in. And that if you have a PowerPoint or any other outside visual presentations that you want to hand out, make sure that those are ready as well. Next, speak up with confidence. I had a professor that told me that you need to fake it until you make it. And that just simply means that after getting opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to be in a position to speak, fake it till you make it. Eventually you're going to feel more comfortable and you will be more successful. Talk directly to your audience and maintain eye contact. This is very important. It helps you to connect with them and make sure that they're connected to you. Whatever you do, don't ramble. And it's okay to move as you're speaking, but don't pace back and forth. You can step out from the podium very slowly and effectively, and then move back and then move out from the podium again if you need to, but don't pace back and forth nervously. Also, it's important to avoid disfluencies like or okay. Don't do that as much as possible. Next, do not apologize. Keep moving forward. The audience generally does not recognize your mistakes like you do. You also need to dress effectively. If you're speaking to business professionals, coat and tie will be great. If you're speaking to some blue-collar workers, slacks and an open collar shirt works great. The use of visual aids can also help you to solidify your communication of your presentation more effectively. So don't be afraid to use those visual aids. Next, your closing statement should be a restatement of your thesis statement and a summary of all of your main points. In other words, you're going to tell them what you're going to tell them. You're going to tell them, and then you're going to tell them what you told them. I just want to conclude by telling you about my experience with nervousness. When I was in high school and I was a high school basketball player, I would get extremely nervous before those big basketball games. The butterflies would be enormous. But as soon as that official took that ball in his hand and threw it up in the air to jump the game, then those butterflies just left. And as I experienced game after game after game and preparation after preparation after preparation, I experienced more success. As your success provides you more opportunities for public speaking, utilizing the best preparation and the right preparation will help you succeed. And the more you do it, the more satisfied that you are going to feel. And each time you step to the podium, you're going to realize that all the preparation has been worth it. Thank you.